this on over to our calculator. Wait, I don't even have the calculator. So let me go and acquire it. We need to go where? We need to go back to Moodle Mobile because all of our assets are there. And I am going to go back to STEM Physics, course, term 2. And then I need to go into I had predicting the range here. Oh, it's way up here, level 4. I thought I was in level 6 or something. All right, so I need to go here, and we have our calculator located here. It's already been downloaded, so I'm just going to open the file, something we talked about earlier. And this is basically going to take our data from our initial velocity. So we're going to need to copy our initial velocity data over. We're going to paste that in here. If you have that one, if your data is, or if I gave you 100 on that, then you should have no problem pasting the data in here and getting the correct results. But it's going to produce the initial velocity again. And then we have prediction. And this is going, you don't touch this page. So this page is going to produce some predictions based on your initial velocity. And we're trying to predict what's going to happen at 20 degrees and 0 degrees. 0 degrees, we already know we're going to have our predicted range. We already know our measured range. It's going to come from our initial velocity. And it's going to come directly from the x displacement. And then we have our verification. So our verification is this new data set. It's going to extend beyond what we have. It's about 10 here. I have 17. You probably will have 10. And you'll see that you're going to get the average x displacement and average y displacement. These two are orange because it's going to go back into this prediction template in these orange sections. The x displacement is going to be the measured range, and the y displacement is going to be c. So that was a negative y f minus y initially. If we go back to our theory, you'll see that. Let me see if my theory is open. Here it is. So if you remember c here in this quadratic equation, it's just yf. Oh, it's not there. Let me go into it again. Let me go to this page. So if you remember, c in our time calculation using the quadratic formula here is just, I have it here, it's just a negative yf minus y initial. So it's just our y displacement. That's why we have this here. And if you go back to verification, you'll see that it's your y displacement. All right, enough of that. Let's go ahead and share this with our Dropbox through Microsoft Excel. So we're going to open this in Microsoft Excel, and then it's definitely going to want us to duplicate. So let's duplicate that. And please change the name of this. Call it Prediction Calculator. All right, and I want to make sure I'm putting this in the right folder. So I'm in BRASS Term 2, 2016 prediction, and I'm going to duplicate that. Now we're in initial velocity. Remember that we need our initial velocity data. So let's go to Dropbox, and just to have a self-contained folder, you'll notice that I should have 2 Excel spreadsheets that's going to pop up here. We need one more. Let's go to our initial velocity data set. Where is my initial velocity stuff? It's in a different folder. At least I know it's in a different folder. So initial velocity is here. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. I deleted it. What great fun. So guess what? I can go back to my experiment. Maybe this will be instructive for you guys. Hopefully I haven't deleted my experiment. It's initial velocity BRASS E. And I can always acquire my data there again. So if I go to my graph here, you'll see that the data is still there, but I only have a few points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I want to go ahead and grab a different experiment. Let me see if I can find one that's, I'll do this initial velocity. I have several done in here. So I just want something that has more points. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll be great. So I'm just going to share this information. And you're not going to have both of these videos unless you have both of them. I have them a whole bunch of times because these are data sets that I'm generating each term pretty much while I walk through the class. So here's our data set. Let's just go ahead and share this. Let me take a picture of this first. And I'm going to take this up to Dropbox. And I will put it into predicting the range. And this is the wrong folder altogether. So let me go back to my original folder here, predicting the range. And I'll just share that photo here, upload photos. This is the last photo I have. I almost don't like it that much. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to say, can I say cancel? Cancel. I'm going to go back to this, and I want to choose one graph. And again, I want to select off of X and Y, and I want to have some different colors here. So now I'll take a picture, and all I'm doing is doing a snapshot. There are probably other ways that you can do it, but now I want to upload this. And I'm just going to say, rename. I'll call this graph. I'll call this initial graph.